Good evening, cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And this is going to be our review of Noelle for the Disney...
Microphone was way down here in my throat.
Hi. This is going to be our attempt at doing the review of Noelle for Disney+. This is one of the movies that they released as part of the initial launch for Disney+, along with The Mandalorian and the Jeff Goldblum show and Lady and the Tramp and all that kind of stuff. And this was, we waited till Thanksgiving to kind of do our Christmas stuff.
Don't do Christmas before Thanksgiving.
Right. And we, so December 1, we watched a Christmas movie because football was sucking. So this was Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader play Noelle and Nick Kringle.
Right.
And they are the brother and sister, the son and daughter of Kris Kringle, who is Santa Claus and stuff like that.
Right.
And hold on, what is Mom Kringle was? I can't remember her name. Nick Kringle. All right, I have IMDb up here. Gabriel.
Julie Haggerty.
Julie Haggerty. There you go. Is Mom Kringle. It says Mrs. Claus. I was looking for Kringle. Hi, how are you?
So Noelle and Nick Claus, apparently.
Right.
Not Kringle.
Well, they're called Kringle in the movie. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, because it does say Nick Kringle and Noelle Kringle and Mrs. Claus.
And Mrs. Claus. That's why I'm so confused.
Weird IMDb.
IMDb is confusing me, and it doesn't take much nowadays these days. But this is... we're 2 minutes in and we haven't talked about the movie at all. This is, for me, like dumb, silly Christmas fun.
Right. Absolutely. Christmas movies are, they're either like super tug at your heartstrings or just silly, fun, goofy movies.
Or Alan Rickman is falling off of a building.
Not a Christmas movie.
But this is one of those, like, you reminding you what the meaning of Christmas really is. Except it's coming from, instead of coming from like Miracle on 34th Street or from the family point of view of the regular family or whatever, they're taking it from the people who are at the North Pole.
Yeah.
And explaining what Christmas is kind of for them. It's a super important day. And when things kind of go bad, they have to rely on somebody else to be this new Santa. And he's a computer geek. He's an IT guy. And so he's about spreadsheets and everything's literal. And you're missing the point of Christmas. And it's up to Noelle to go get her brother to come back and to do stuff and to kind of save Christmas.
Right. Bill Hader's Nick is the reluctant Santa. He'd rather meditate and do yoga retreats and he runs away, interestingly enough, to Phoenix, Arizona.
We'll talk about the Phoenix thing in a minute.
So, all right.
Yeah. No, let's get into it now. We've lived in Phoenix longer than we were going to admit on this show, and it very rarely is Phoenix an actual backdrop for a movie.
Yeah, not too often.
Not too often, and usually when it is, it's something like used cars or Raising Arizona.
Wow.
Or
let's pull some super old movies out.
Or it's Tucson because of...
I mean, there's been, for a while, there were a lot of movies filmed here because, like Atlanta has now with the tax break for movie companies to come in and film, Phoenix had that for a while. And so there were, interestingly enough, the desert here looks a lot like the desert in the Middle East. And so a lot of Middle East conflict, war movies, whatever, were filmed here. But this, I mean, I guess it was filmed here a little bit, but it's actually here, right? There was a couple times when you're like, that is not the view from. She ends up in the hospital. Spoilers. She ends up in the hospital. She ends up in the Maricopa County Hospital, which, if you live here, that hospital's called County, and that's for people who can't afford to go to the hospital, which in this situation made sense.
Made sense for what was going on. Yeah.
You know, apparently being Santa Claus or part of the Claus family does not come with medical benefits.
No.
But she looks out the window and it's like, that is absolutely not what it's not in a good part of town.
I'm pretty sure that angle was a deli on 3rd and Avenues of Americas in New York City.
Yeah.
Like it's like a straight out Jewish deli. From her 15th story floor, but it's like from the 2nd story. It's like it was like, but it was kind of cool to have, you know, Desert Ridge marketplaces where they film a lot of stuff,
right?
And they show the baseball stadium,
outdoor mall,
and so it was kind of cool to have that kind of, at least for us, like connective tissue. Like, I know where all this stuff is, and they show Papco Park, and they show the Botanical Garden, and they do all this stuff, and so for me that was like even more of a draw in to the movie. And then the main I don't want to say human bound person, but the main, like the private eye who lives in Phoenix, Jake, he actually, like, they make a point of, he is an Arizona guy. He has an ASU shirt on. He wears a Suns shirt on. He's got a Diamondbacks thing. Like, they make a point of, it's Phoenix, Arizona.
They talk about the Suns more than once, and I literally know no one who is into the Suns.
Right.
No one.
And Shirley MacLaine plays elf Polly, and she slowly descends from being an elf into an older Scottsdale woman.
Right.
Like the entire, like by the end, she's wearing 17 layers of turquoise fabric and a really bad studded hat.
Cowboy hat. And
and a long duster that matches her hat, and turquoise and stuff.
Yeah, you see that woman in Scottsdale all winter long.
All the time. But this is a fun, like, reminding you that Christmas isn't always about, you know, it's not about getting presents, although that's amazing, and they play on that.
Yeah.
But it's also about giving presents and helping out others and being there for people.
Yep.
And Anna Kendrick is like perfect for this role of the wide-eyed, never been in the real world, but, you know, gets it, and super cute and adorable, and her outfits as like when she's in the North Pole and then she comes to Arizona, like her outfits are just super cute.
Yeah.
The scene where she's in the hospital, she's got one of those the hospital gowns on and slippers, and she sits down on the couch and she's got candy cane leggings on.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's
of
so,
course you do.
It's so perfect. And the expectation subversion that they do several times in this is a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then Snowball is pretty much steals the movie.
Sweet baby Snowball.
He's a little foal. I don't know what you call baby reindeer.
Yeah.
Foal.
I don't know.
Because he's a boy, not a fawn. That would be a girl.
Yeah.
So he's a baby reindeer, and he's all white, and he has little tiny nubs. And he makes the little baby reindeer sound, the little...
And he's all white.
He's all white, hence Snowball.
Yeah.
And he gets to pull the sleigh, and he is super excited about it.
There's a scene where she has to go walk her dog, quotey fingers, and she dresses him up in dog clothes, and puts reindeer ears on him to hide his actual reindeer. Oh, it's so cute. And there's a running joke throughout the entire thing where Noelle goes to call Snowball, and it's like, oh, you know, like the princess, like, I'm singing my song, and
Disney princess, she sings a song,
right? And then the birds arrive or whatever. So she's just, like, the opening scene in the movie, she does it like 3 times. She's like, oh my God, I'm playing your song. Where are you? And it's a running joke the rest of the time,
right?
And it's hilarious, and it's expectations aversion like that. That's really fun, and there's also like little things in there like like one little girl is deaf, and so they actually make a point of doing sign language. You never get to really see that
Right.
in a movie, and you get a lot of the, you don't get the everybody's terrible story arc in this movie at all. You really get the people just need to be reminded, hey, it's okay to have fun at Christmas and stuff. And so
or it's okay. Santa doesn't have to be who he's always been. He can be somebody new.
So the 26th Saint Nick is, I think, is what they end up with at the end of this one, and I like how they just kind of explain how they got to that point in the movie, and it's a lot of fun. And so I think for a holiday movie, this is a lot of fun, really easy to watch. Put some eggnog on. For us, we turn the AC on and sit underneath our blankets, and
we didn't turn the AC on. It's like 2 degrees here right now.
We just had a big winter.
We just opened the door.
We opened the door. We just had a big winter storm come through, and so the temperatures are now in the low 60s during the day. It's freezing here.
It is freezing.
So cold here.
We drank peppermint tea with honey or sweetener and milk, so it was like candy cane
bundle
tea.
Up with our little hoodies on and everything. So we score this.
Oh, score it.
It's a movie,
right? Are we going to do special? We should do special Christmas scores.
Okay, special candy cane out of
5 candy canes.
Let's do 10.
Oh. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to give it 7.5 candy canes. Can we do halves?
We can do, well, yeah, because by the time you get to 7, you want
you only want a half.
You really only want a half.
I'll give it 7.5 candy canes. It was fun. May not go in the regular rotation, but it was fun. I'd watch it again.
Yeah. If like the grandkids come over, we'll throw it on or something like that.
Yeah, it's very wholesome.
It's very wholesome and very Disney Plus. So I'm at a 7 candy canes.
Okay.
The Jolly Rancher candy canes, not the peppermint ones, because peppermint's that's just way too much peppermint.
That is 7. Yeah, that'd be a lot of peppermint.
It's a lot of peppermint. We should just do cookies.
We've already done candy canes. It's too late.
All right. Well, the next Christmas movie we'll do cookies. Screw up the whole schedule all together. But that's our thoughts on Noelle. Have you guys seen it? Do you have Disney Plus? Have you seen Sweet Baby Kevin?
Sweet baby Kevin.
Sweet Baby Kevin. It's not even a Christmas show. We're going to talk about the Sweet Baby Kevin. Let us know in the comments what you thought of Noelle, what you think of Disney Plus. What's your favorite Christmas movie where Alan Rickman's being thrown out of a window? Let us know. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, help us out by following us on all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. All those links are in the description down below, and I'm pointing towards the description down below for the podcast, folks. And until next time, good night, cult members, or Merry Hove Christmas thing. Ho ho ho.